Somewhere inside you right now, calcium is making a decision. In your bones, it should be locking into a mineral lattice that keeps your skeleton strong for decades. But sometimes, that same calcium takes a different path. It slips out of the bloodstream, concentrates in your urine, and starts building something else entirely. Inside your kidney, what forms there isn't bone. It's a stone. And by the time you feel it, the process has already been running for years. To understand how this goes wrong, you have to see how it's supposed to go right. Your parathyroid glands constantly monitor calcium in your blood. When levels dip, they release parathyroid hormone, which pulls calcium out of bone and tells your kidneys to activate vitamin D. Activated vitamin D boosts calcium absorption from your gut. When calcium rises too high, a hormone called calcitonin pushes it back into storage, into bone. It's a tightly controlled loop running thousands of times a day. Most calcium that enters your bloodstream is meant to end its journey there, locked into bone or filtered safely through your kidneys and flushed away in urine. That second pathway is where the trouble usually starts. About 1 in 3 adults with kidney stones has a condition called hypercalciuria, too much calcium spilling into the urine. Combine that with low fluid intake, and the urine becomes concentrated, supersaturated with calcium and phosphate, far beyond what can stay dissolved. Instead of being flushed away, that calcium phosphate starts depositing inside the kidney itself, in the interstitial tissue of the renal papilla. This early buildup is called Randall's plaque. For years it sits there silently, growing bigger, until it eventually breaks through the surface and is exposed directly to the urine flowing past it. That exposed plaque is the seed everything else grows from. Once that plaque is exposed, calcium oxalate, a different, more dangerous crystal, starts forming directly on top of it. This is the turning point. What was a quiet mineral deposit becomes an active injury site. Your immune system notices. Macrophages move in, and the surrounding tissue shifts into an inflammatory state, releasing signals that, ironically, make the crystals stick even harder to the cells around them. Each crystal that attaches damages a small patch of kidney tissue, and the kidney responds by pulling in more debris, more crystals, more inflammation. What began as an invisible mineral patch is now actively wounding the organ that's supposed to be protecting you. Left alone, thousands of these crystals fuse together into a single hard mass, a kidney stone. As long as it stays in the kidney, you may feel nothing at all. But once it breaks loose and drops into the ureter, the narrow tube connecting kidney to bladder, everything changes. The tube tries to squeeze the stone through, spasming violently around its jagged edges. That obstruction and pressure buildup is what produces renal colic, pain so sudden and severe it's been compared to childbirth. It doesn't build gradually, it arrives in waves, radiating from your lower back straight down into your groin. Here's the part almost nobody explains. This entire process is reversible at nearly every stage before it fully forms. Drinking enough water dilutes urine so calcium never reaches supersaturation. Citrate, found naturally in citrus fruit, binds directly to calcium and physically blocks it from crystallizing with oxalate. Cutting back on excess sodium and animal protein lowers how much calcium spills into your urine in the first place. The same mineral that can quietly wound your kidney for years can just as easily be guided back to where it belongs. Your bones. Drink.